Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This week I'm sharing with you a very special recipe. I'm going to show you how to make dulce de leche at home. You only need milk, sugar, and a very special ingredient, this being bicarbonate of soda or baking soda. Now, dulce de leche is super popular, especially in South America, and it's a really intensely flavored caramel. The only way I can try to define what it tastes like and the differences between a regular caramel and dulce de leche is that dulce de leche really brings out the sweetness of the milk, because it's mostly milk we have here. We only have a bit of sugar to sweeten it up, and that bicarbonate of soda or baking soda is gonna help us get that beautiful rich color that is characteristic of a good dulce de leche. Now I've started by putting all my ingredients in a pot and bringing that to a simmer. Once it reaches a simmer, you can cover it with the lid. Now there's a reason why we use the lid. This is gonna prevent all of that liquid from evaporating too quickly and also prevent that skin of the milk forming a little too much. So at this point, for the first hour, yes, it's a bit of a long process, but there's not a lot of babysitting, so it's really, really simple. So for the first hour, you want to stir every 20 to 25 minutes. At some point, you might encounter a little bit of skin. You can just remove that and just stir and make sure that nothing is sticking to the bottom, okay? So after the first hour, we remove the lid, and then we get to see that liquid evaporate and the whole thing starts to thicken up and get that beautiful deep brown color. After the 1 hour, you want to be a bit more vigilant. You might need to stir every 10-15 minutes. And once you get a thicker consistency, that's when I'd say do not leave its side. You want to stir constantly and vigilantly. Now the whole process takes about 2 hours to 2.5 hours. It depends on your stove, I would say. I'm cooking this after the first boil, all at low heat. So for me, it took 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I tried to check the consistency by taking the pot off of the heat and try to draw a line at the bottom of the pan. If it comes together too quickly, then I would go back to the stove and continue to cook this on low heat until I reach that sort of consistency. It will thicken up as it cools, so don't worry too much if it looks too runny. For this recipe, I try to aim to have a texture very similar to a salted caramel, for example. I'm adding a splash of vanilla. I really like vanilla in my dulce de leche, but this is completely optional. And just stir that in. We do this at the very end, of course, otherwise the vanilla would just evaporate during the cooking process. Now, at this point, I'm just ready to transfer this into its final container. I have a sealed jar here, and this is 220 ml. And I'm gonna scoop out all of that gorgeous dulce de leche, and this makes about a cup of that, so that's around 220 ml, essentially. I'm gonna cover this with the lid. It's a sealed container, so it has its own seal and everything. And I'm gonna put it on and let it sit at room temperature. Once it's at room temperature, I will transfer it to the fridge and it's ready to use after that. Now this can last up to weeks in your fridge if it's sealed. If you've opened it, then I would suggest to consume it within 1 week. And let me show you what this looks like after it's been sitting in the fridge for about 4 hours at least. This is the final consistency. It's not unheard of that people just dip spoons into dulce de leche and eat it straight out of the jar. So that's kind of the texture I was going for here. You can see this rich, dark amber color. It has a nice texture and it's not too thick. Again, there are ways to thicken this. You could use cornstarch during the cooking process, but I wanted to keep the recipe simple. So I hope you liked this recipe. If you try it, please let me know in the comments. I really hope you like the video, that you subscribed, and of course that you share the content so I can keep making more videos for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.